Hey everybody, how are you? Christina here, and today we're going to do a last look at the Crafty Crew Kit for May because, well, we're getting ready to order it and we've almost got a lot of them, a lot of inspiration done for you. I'm still working on mine, so I figured I would go ahead and finish it with you today. So I wanted to show you what was in the kit first, just so you guys know what we're doing. So our Crafty Crew Kit is bi-monthly, okay? And it's nice because I know a lot of kits are, they're monthly, and I always felt like I didn't have enough time to play with it. So this way, with it being bi-monthly, not only does it not break your pocketbook, but it also gives you time to play with it. And I'm all about playing with what you buy. Hey Megan, how are you, honey? So this month's kit is all about travel. What inspired me to do this kit was Meadow wants to go to Italy, something fierce. So that is why we have the little stencil that I just noticed is currently dirty. Thank you, Meadow, if you watch this later. But that is because she didn't clean her stencil after making this cute little card. Isn't this cute? I love this card. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it. Isn't that cute? I love it, but she used the stencil. She embossed it first, and then after she dry embossed it with the Big Shot, she went ahead and used some Distress inks. Looks like, I'm looking over at her desk, it looks like it's the patina. So that she used for this and for the little note clip here. And she did like a little, a little negative strip with a couple of little items and the little frog taking pictures. I thought that was cute. Every journey starts with a little hop, and this is from, let's see, some of these are from the Toad Trip stamp set, and some of them are from the Chow Adventure because she wants to go to Italy, and then that little frog is from Toad Trip. So we have the stencil. This is the Around the World stencil. This is, let me flip this over. This is the Chow Adventure. She is very creative, Megan. And how she comes up with these ideas, I have no idea. But this is Chow Adventure. We have Chow Bella. We have Find Joy in the Journey, Capture the Memories. And then Adventure is Better with You. So it comes with a little travel girl. I usually name them all Meadow, so we'll just say Meadow, on a little Vespa. And the Vespa has a little basket back here that these flowers will actually fit into perfectly. And then you have a little tablet or a phone with like little GPS directions. We have some binoculars, her purse with a couple little items in it, a passport, and a camera. So that is the Chow Adventure stamp set. And then we also have, oops, I got to turn this back over so you can see it. We also have the Toad Trip stamp set. And this has your three little toads. He has like a little, I don't want to say, I don't know, it's like a purse, but a fanny pack, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, it's a toad. Does he really have a waist to put a fanny pack on? So, and then we have a camera, and he's holding a little map. We have a map. We have a wallet. We have the sun, a suitcase with a little, the sticker on the suitcase is the world. And then we have some palm trees on a little island and a plane. And this says, every journey starts with a little hop. Hoppy adventure. Life is an adventure. Enjoy the ride. So those are the two stamp sets that come with the kit, because the kit always comes with two stamp sets, a stencil, and pattern paper. So let's move on to the pattern paper. The pattern paper always comes in this little storage sleeve here. And I will warn you, my pattern paper is a little bit messy because we've been using it a lot. So, but that's what's nice about the storage sleeve is that, you know, you have your front cover so you remember what it is, and then you can keep all your scraps, your many, many, many scraps in it. So, but all the paper, you get 4 each, 12 different designs, which is a total of 24 sheets. So here is one of little texture paper. Then we have this with the Vespa, and it says sightseeing on there. Some little sunglasses, hearts, and photos are on the back side of that. Then we have this one that has hearts, a suitcase, and some little globes. And on the back side is some little polka dots, little green polka dots. And I'm going to go ahead and put those with that one. This one has blue polka dots. So, and this is like, it says jet setter, little planes, clouds, hearts, suitcases, and little globes again. I'm going to put that one right there. So this one is green. This is the same pattern as the pink here. And the other side says Wanderlust. And again with the globes, the suitcases, and sunglasses and hearts. Just super cute little embellishments that you can make out of those little things. Because you could do like the little frog, and then you could cut out the little suitcase or something. So again, here's the rest of these papers, because I showed you these ones. And we have clouds. Meadow apparently liked the clouds because I've only got 2 sheets left. So, or no, I think I used the clouds too on my other little frog card, on my Toad Trip card. So, but this one just has clouds, hearts, and airplanes. And then you got clouds on the opposite side. This is little tiny hearts, camera and photo, little like Polaroids. And then on the back side we have blue with the hearts. So that is the paper, which I love the paper. I love the little, I think the little Vespa paper and the cloud paper is my favorites. So now I can just stick my scraps into the back. And then usually when I'm using the kit, because the kit does come in a really nice white mesh Ziploc tote, and that way you can keep your stamps, your paper, your stencil, everything together. But that's just for you guys. I don't keep a tote for myself. I just pack my little stencil in the back, and when I'm using it, and then I put my little stamp sets in the front, and I keep all my stuff together. So that is the kit in a nutshell. We also, and it's on Meadow's desk, but we also have some little white ribbon that comes with it as well. Let me grab the ribbon for you really fast, because Meadow stole it while she was making her card. I'll just grab a new one. Something that you guys can see of what you get in your kit. So there is the ribbon. Whoops, I just banged into my markers. But here's the ribbon. It's white organza ribbon, and it comes on a little wooden spool, and you get 3 yards of it. This is for subscribers only. It's a little perk for saying thank you for committing to being with us every other month. So that's 6 months out of the year. So if you don't want to subscribe, totally understand. Totally understand. If you just want one kit or whatever, you get 15% off the retail price, bringing your price down to $48.02 plus shipping. And that's just one off. But one thing you won't do is you won't get the ribbon. Just to make that totally clear, that is for subscribers only. But you will get the 2 stamp sets, the paper, the mesh bag, the storage, paper storage, the stencil, everything. So bi-monthly subscribers actually get 25% off of retail prices. You get your ribbon, And you also get a 10% discount code for non-subscription orders, and that takes your price down to $42.36 plus shipping. Today is the last day to order, okay? April 15th, today at 11:59 p.m., it'll be closed. So if you order after that time and you subscribe, you won't get this kit. You will get the next kit, the July kit. Sorry, I had to go through the whole calendar in my head. It's one of those days. So, but you will get everything. You just won't get this kit if you order after tonight. So that is the May kit. So I've made a couple cards with this already. Meadows made a few. She made a really cute sepia card, but I think she already put it away. I started on this cute little girl. The audio is a bit buzzy. Ziggy, stop. Maybe it was because I forgot to turn Ziggy off. Let me know. Let me see. My microphone says it's okay. And thank you for letting me know, Megan. I really do need to know those things. So let me know if it gets any better since I turned that off. My fan is on too. I don't know if that will affect it or not. So, I hate audio. I'm just going to admit it. I really hate audio. So let me know if it clears up, sweetheart. Because I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the room that would make it buzzy. And I can't think of anything except for my fan, and I'm sorry I can't turn the fan off because it's already getting warm in here for today. So, and I can't, the AC is on, but yeah, it's just my room gets sun all day long. It's terrible. So I already, on this one, I started coloring her. I already colored, most of her outfit and her skin. I did not color her little Vespa or anything like that. Let me go ahead and bring my markers. Okay, maybe I won't bring my markers around. Maybe they're going to stay over here today. So let's see, I'm going to grab my R21, my 22. Let's see. And I think those were the colors because I wanted to. I don't normally match colors. Hello, hello. You can't stay because you have to go to the. Why are you going to the doctor? Doctors are no fun. No fun, Mariah, at all. So I wanted to go ahead and see if I could match these colors. And I think that's going to go really well. That was R22. And R21. And then I have R20 in here as well. I think that'll look very nice for a Vespa. Uh-oh. Well, I hope you start to feeling better, sweetheart, because, yeah, doctors, no fun. No fun at all. I got this chair. Well, this chair's been sitting out in my garage. If you guys notice, I actually have a chair instead of my wooden stool that I'm sitting in. But it keeps, I feel like I'm sliding off. So if you see me adjusting myself a lot, that's why. Because I feel like I'm slowly sliding into the abyss. Okay, so I'm going to start with R21. Maybe I should start with R20 just to see where my shadows are going to be because I have not colored this yet. This is my first time coloring it. Mariah, does the sound buzzy to you? Let me know. let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put a shadow. I know I want shadow there. And I'm going to put some shadow around where the wheel goes. I think it's better that I do the shadows like this with the R20 first as well today, because my hands are just shaky, like super shaky. Let me see as well. Turn up the brightness a little bit. Maybe you guys can see a little better. I don't know. Put some shadow here. We're going to be putting shadow back here. And right now I'm just really just mapping out my shadows because I don't know. Like I said, I have not colored this yet, so just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Let's see. And I love Vespas, so I'm so happy that I got to do my Vespa that I've actually been wanting to do something with a Vespa for probably over, well, since we started this whole thing. Can't say over whatever, because yeah, it's been since we've started Crafty Stamp Co. that I wanted to do a little Vespa. There we go. So cute. I think this is going to be super, super cute. Okay, now we're going to do R21, which I'm basically just going to go over the R20, but I'm just going to pull it out a little bit more since I'm only going to pretty much be using maybe two. Well, I'm going to be using 3 colors, maybe 4, but I really don't see myself using more than 4 colors today on this wee little Vespa. And then I thought I would go ahead and do one, if I finish her out before my time is up, I thought I would go ahead and do one of the sketches out of the new spiral bound sketchbook. So excited, and I'm so happy everybody is liking it. It's exciting to make something and everyone want it, you know. Love that. Mariah, are you gonna do the sketch challenge this month if you're feeling okay? Really, now you have me worried that you're going to the doctor. Just so you know. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to R20. And I'm just going to fill the rest of this in. Oh, you know what? Instead of filling it in, I could make it even lighter and use like an R00 maybe for the bits that the sun would really catch. Let's see, I think that's supposed to be silver if I remember correctly. Because when I did this Vespa, I was actually looking at a picture of a Vespa so that I could try to get it right. Let's see. R00, here you are. Let's see if that'll, yep, it'll be okay. I just tested it on my paper there. sure it would look okay. I am going to blend into the color instead of pulling it out though. That way I don't know why, but if I push into the darker colors with a really light color like this, I tend to not overblend quite as badly as I normally would. Does anybody else experience that? Let's see. Go ahead and get down here. Okay, then I'm going to use the R22 for our dark contrast color. I think this is going pretty well with her little outfit too. I really like how it's turning out. Let's see. Since I have the sun coming this way, yeah, I think I'm going to have to switch out this chair because it keeps rolling back too. I'm like, oh goodness. Here we go. Just give it a wee bit of shadow on this side, not as much as the other side. And then I'm just going to go ahead bring that around a bit. And then there'll be shadow where her feet are, of course. And then this is going to be shadowed because her leg is going to block it, but I don't want to do it all shadow because it might get a wee bit of sun. And then this part will be shadowed because that's not going to get any sun because it's the back side of the front of the Vespa. Not the Vespa, but the Vespa. Hey Sandy, how are you? Marker color selections. Honestly, I don't know what my issue is. I just pick what I want to pick. So that's really a hard question for me. But like a lot of people will try to match their paper that they're going to use. I know I have a lot of friends that will match their will pick their paper first, and then they will color and try to match. Like you can see here, I tried to match my colors to the paper. Most of the time I have my favorite colors, so I tend to use whatever colors that I like the most. Meadow, that would actually be an awesome question for Meadow because Meadow, she's amazing. I can't even explain it. So I went to get certified by Copic to be an instructor, to use their markers. Meadow didn't. So Meadow wasn't taught like, oh, you have to use these colors with these colors and, you know, it's every two or every whatever. She wasn't taught the rules or the rules. So for her to think outside the box is really easy. As to where me, I'm always like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. But I do tend, you can see with these ones, I kind of went out of that rule because I'm using R20, 21, which it should be like 20 and 22. But I did use 22 and then I used R00. I think it's just a matter of what do you really like. I know a few people, I don't know where mine is, but we have these little keychains that are like little color wheels, and people will use color wheels to figure out what colors go well together. If you want, the next time you make an order, I have a big color wheel. I have a lot of them actually, because I give them out for our retreats and our classes. But if you want one of those, let me know. And your next order, I can pop one in with your order, and easy peasy. If you're subscribed to our newsletter, I also give color blends on there too to help people, because I know that is a lot of people have a hard time picking colors. So I try to help as much as I can. There's also, if you go to our website, let me look it up really fast. Hang on. If you go to, let's see, you're a beginner, 2 to 3 colors. Okay, I usually do in our newsletter. This time I did 4, but for the most part, I do try to use 3 colors just for like your base color, a medium color, and then like right now I'm doing the contrast color. Let me go, because I don't remember exactly where I put it because I put it there so long ago. But I do have a lot of color combinations. Okay, so if you go to our website under events and community, and then if you go down, it will say Copic Basics Legacy Lessons with Christina. Those are some really old, I mean, they're still good, but the videos are kind of old because they were like right at the beginning of COVID. But I have tips on color combos, and I have just loads of lists of color combos for hair, skin, clothes, whatever. But there's a lot of, I mean, general care, product compatibility. What else is on here? Copic blending, light sources, and just other things. I have a whole list of it. Let me copy this. Hang on, I'm going to copy it and see if I can put it. Hey, Brian! Let me see if I can put it in here. Let's see, my computer. I don't have my keyboard. It's all the way over there, so hang on 2 seconds. Well, did that do it? I don't know if that did it or not. Oh, maybe. I don't know. There. So there is that. So that's in there. I don't know if you'll be able to copy and paste that. I don't even know if it'll work. To be honest, I've never put a link in using my eCam, so that's a first. Thank you for helping me out learning that. It's there. Yay! Thank you, Brian. Thank you, thank you. Is this gonna go away or what? Brian, help me. There we go. Because it was like right in the middle of my screen. Brian is always there to my rescue. So, but yeah, the color combinations and stuff. Meadow is really good with those as well. I think she's been working a lot, so she hasn't been doing the lives quite as much anymore. But if I can get her, she does some pre-recorded videos. She does no line, but her color combinations are amazing because she thinks out of the box a lot. So I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, when they talk about the student has surpassed the teacher, that rings true for Meadow completely. So like here, I don't know if you were on yet, but here's her little, this is her little frog, and then she colored these items, but these are all colored on watercolor paper. So that's why they have a little bit of it's a little different, looks a little over blended, but she did no line coloring, and then she put it all on watercolor paper. And yeah, her coloring combinations and the things that she chooses are, I love my daughter's stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out a little bit with R21. Are you signed up for our newsletter? Another one just went out today. And I do post at least one color combination on our socials and in our community group. And I do post videos every once in a while, but color combinations, that really comes up a lot. Maybe I should take a poll and see if maybe do a little research and figure out how to word it a little better about how I pick color combinations. And I'll just do a nice long post, or maybe I'll do a class or something on just that. Let's see, I'm going to put a little bit right here too, just because that light would come down. I like it. I like how it came out. Let's see, I think I want to do the seat brown, like E30s. And I think I want to give her brown hair. So I'm going to grab my E20s. See, you've been up for watching a lot of coloring videos. Signed up for the newsletter. Oh, yay! Yeah, I think somebody blamed you for being a, oh, the word was right there. Not an instigator, an enabler. That's the word I'm looking for. They said you were an enabler, that you gave them paper or showed them paper. And I think I said I'm pretty sure I said thank you. Because I love our paper. Well, I hope I do. I sell it. I won't sell anything that I don't like. I'm kind of weird that way. So we don't want to give her a black seat, or at least I don't want to give her a black seat, because I feel like even though she's just a drawing, it would look like she was going to burn her little tuchus. So we will go ahead and just give her a brown seat. Plus, I think it would look nice with the little Vespa. Oh, another way I pick colors too, if I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that kind of a thing, is look on Pinterest, and this is going to sound weird, but look on Pinterest for fashion photos. Like the colors of the clothes that they put together. That's another great way to look at like colors that go together really well, is fashion photos on Pinterest. Another one is I watch cartoons. I'm just going to tell you guys right now. I watch, like, normally if it's just me and Meadow coloring, we won't really watch, but we listen, like we know word for word a lot of Scooby-Doo episodes, just saying. But we'll listen and watch cartoons or Disney and look at all the colors. Plus, I'm just one of those weirdos that will walk through a store and Meadow will tease me. She'll be like, hey, Mom, what color is that? And I'm like, oh, BG10. Oh, that's R29. It's just, I'm weird like that. So, but yeah, fashion photos, cartoons, even if you don't want to watch the cartoons, look up photos of cartoons. That really helps with colors. I think cartoons also really, especially Scooby-Doo, really helps with like shading, like where your cast shadows go. Because, you know, you're watching the cartoon, and if it's like a spooky, like part of the cartoon, then the shadows are all different. So that helps as well. Thank you, Brian. Yes, if you have not yet, please subscribe and ring the bell. That way you always get notified. So I'm going to do the little basket as well with my E30s. And with you being a beginner too, Sandy, I think after a while, and I think most everybody will agree with me, after a while you get used to Like I have my E34s or my E30s, and then I have my E20s. After using them for a while, you're gonna realize like, oh, this is that brown and I like that brown, or this is that shade of blue and I like that shade of blue. You'll get to that point. I mean, I've been coloring with Copic since, Lord have mercy, 2010. And I color almost every single day. So, yeah, I'm used to just grabbing colors, and it's to the point to where it's just automatic for me now. So I think that's why it doesn't, why I'm just like, oh, I have no idea how I cut how I do colors. I'm going to scoot in a little bit so you guys can see a little better. If this is blurry, tell me, because with my glasses, it's always, unless I take my glass, because I usually take my glasses off for coloring, but yeah, I'm not today because I have to be able to see your comments because Meadow's not here. So, and I can't see your comments without my glasses. So I'm going to go ahead and E33, I'm just kind of going around a little bit, pulling that out. I'm actually not going to put anything in the basket because I just want to go straight to my lightest color so that it's not so dark. So, and we're going to color this in with E31. And same with the basket. Oh, I didn't get the little runner right here. I need to go back and get that. Let's see. I'll just do that with, I guess that would be like you would not get any color or any sun right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and color the little runner pink. And then back to the little the seat. I'm going to use E35 for the contrast color. So what I usually do is like the dark contrast to really make it stand out and give it a little bit of a shadow. I usually do with my darkest color, and I usually do that one second to last. So, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Staticky. I like that. Or the sound is staticky. I don't know what it's doing. I have no idea. Maybe, does this help at all? I always seem to have a horrible time with this mic. And it's a brand new mic. I don't know, and it's supposed to be like top of the line. Maybe it's not the top of the line. So I'm gonna use E30, not 3, 31 to go ahead and pull that out because I don't like it. Some people like a sharp line, some people don't. Maybe it was just too close. Maybe it's too close. There. Is that better? It was better for a moment. What, when I wasn't talking? So, let's see. Go ahead and do that one. Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's no happy, like absolutely no happy place for this mic. Either people can't hear it or it's staticky, it's not working. I'm about ready to give it back after, I mean, the mic was $200. My husband spent $200 on it for me for Christmas. But I'm ready to send the darn thing back because it's just being a pill. Let's see, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my T markers because I don't want it to be like super gray. So, whoops, not T3 first. I'm going to use my middle color. So if I'm using 3 colors, Sandy, I usually start with my middle color first. And then I'll go to my lightest color. And then I'll go to my darkest color and back to my lightest color. So let's see, let's get that little hubcaps. Let's see, is it any better since I moved it away from me and turned it down a little bit? Maybe I was talking too loud. Let's see. Go ahead and get this. I'm going to get the little handlebars. And this is T1. This is my lightest color. And then I'm going to go with T3 for some contrast. Megan, didn't you color her? I feel like you colored her as well. There we go. Get some on her little handlebars and just get the shaded parts underneath the basket. And now I'm quiet now. Oh. I think I have a love-hate relationship with this microphone. I really think I do. That's right, you colored the froggies. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Megan, if you know how to fix microphones, I think you need another trip over here because I just don't know how to fix it. Let's see, and then oops, that was supposed to be, because that's like a little engine bit. So I'm going to go ahead and use T3 on that, and then this was supposed to be and then I'm just going to use, instead of T3, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this over here. There we go. Okay. Now for the wheels. Let's see, here's my W9 all the way in there. What, did I change the difference? Yes, I did. Here, I'll push it back. How about that, Brian? Let's see. W5. Where are all my W's in here? Here's my 6. I just can't find my 8. Meadow's been in my markers again, I think. She's like a little marker thief. Yeah, I think we need to figure it out. It's a roadie, RODE, pod mic. I mean, it's supposed to be one of the best mics on the market, but one of the best pains in the bouteille mics. So I'm going to go ahead and use my W6. Is the plug? Yes, it is. So I'm going to go ahead and go around the tires with my W6. And I'm pulling this out a little bit far because I am going to go back in with my W9 and make them a little bit darker. So I'm going to go with W5. And I'm going to finish out that tire. And then I'm going to go back in with my W9. Just to make it a bit darker. And I'm going to come around the side. Oops, I went out of the lines. Oh well. It goes well with our new sticker this month. So speaking of stickers, I don't know if you guys know, or if anybody's realized, I don't know, Sandy, did you get one in your, because we ran out. I was surprised that we ran out. But we've started a new thing where you can get like a little collection. So this is going to be a little bit loud, but this was the sticker last month of Just Keep Cutting. It's our little positive Tate, our little crafty time Tate with his little scissors because he's so cute. So if you made an order last month, you got this sticker. And then this month, I'll show you on here because you can actually see all of it. It says color outside the lines. So this is this month's sticker. So, and it's fun. I stick them on my little thing, my little bin. I usually keep my stuff in there, but not today. So let's see, and then I'm going to use W5 to blend out that W9. And then the tires, this part of the tire, I'm just going to leave it white. I might color it in a little bit. Let's see. If I did want to color it in a little bit, I'm not going to use it as, oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it this one? I used one a while ago and it was pretty nice. Just to give it a little bit of a shadow. This is Quad 0. Just to give it a little shadow, make it look a little white. And then one thing that is nice with, so the more zeros that you have in your marker, the lighter the color goes, the more colorless blender you have in the marker. And the colorless blender we know is for your 0. So if you don't want to use the 0 marker to push your stuff back into line, you can always use something like the E000, because I went out of the line right here, and it will push it back to where it's supposed to be because it has so much colorless blender in there. There are some people that will actually color with their colorless blender. I am not one of those people, just so you know. I mostly use it for an eraser. So let me go ahead and put a little bit more on there. And then what color do you think we should do her shoes? Because she has cute shoes. Should we do them brown? I think that would be cute. So just getting her little headlight here with Y15. And then let's see. Those will probably be red, because those are supposed to be like blinkers and things. So I'll go back to that. And then, thank you, Megan. Let's see, Brian, you gave me a long comment. Mac and cheese. Oh, cell phones, cables, part. Yep, that's all stuff that's normally in here. So not the Wi-Fi router, because that is out in the living room. Oh, you like to add the stickers to your Craft and Go case. That's fun. You didn't get a sticker. I'm so sorry. You must have ordered after we ran out. No, it doesn't have batteries, but thank you, Brian. And thank you, Megan, for checking out that for me so we can figure it out, because I don't hear any of it. So, yeah, maybe that's why. So this whole thing of me being seen and talking, I mean, I know we've been doing lives for a while, but honestly, it's kind of new to me and I'm still figuring everything out. So like, Brian, maybe you can explain to me why there's some people that use a headphone, or they have headsets on. Is that so that they can hear themselves or something? Because I can't, there's no way. I could not do a live and listen to myself. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I get so confused. Oh, Lordy B. Have mercy. That would be terrible. So now for her hair, I have E21, which is going to be my lightest, E25, E23, E25 and 23 are going to be my middles, and then E27 is going to be my dark contrasting color. So I'm going to start with E25. And I'm going to start at the top of her head. And I'm just going to pull down. And my she might not be a brunette because my E25 needs to be refilled. Oh. Yep, she needs to be refilled. But that's okay. I might get away with doing a little bit. Here we go. And just going about halfway, or not even halfway, like just a little ways down. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this part of her pony, but I'm only going to go in from her bangs. I'm actually going to make a little, like, go along her bangs right here so that I don't go out of the line. And that will help me to stay as well. Oh, that girl. And you know it's true, Megan. You know it's true. Aren't you happy we gave Emma all those markers? Or you would be in the same boat as me. Okay, and now I'm going to get the top. I'm going to put a little line right here. And just go around the back of her head, because this will also help make it stand out. Because if you look, the line that I made right here brings her bangs forward. So, oh, gotcha. Okay, so now I know what the headphones are for. So now I'm just going to go around the top of her pony. And I'm going to get some of the areas, like right here. and right on the back of her head. So basically anything that would be considered the top of an area. So now I'm going to flip her around. I know there's a lot of people that will like draw a line to make sure that they get that shine line. I don't do that. All I do is I do from top and then I go to the bottom and then I come up about part way. And that way I don't have to worry about a shine line, and it looks a little more natural than a drawn line. Because sometimes you can draw a line and you'll still see it. So here we go. Megan, do you get stink bugs in your house? That's a little off topic, but I just had one dive bomb me. I hate stink bugs so much. I mean, I understand they were made for bird food. And what an existence being made for bird food. But, ugh, I don't like them at all. I think they come in here for protection. So now I'm going in here. And then I'm going to go, that was the bottom of her pony. And I'm going to go, whoops, come from the back side and come in just a little bit. And then I will also come from this part of her pony. There we go. Right? That's what I'm saying. And they're really not protected in here, just so that you know. I will confess, I grab them. Well, I don't grab them. I don't touch them. But I do scoop them up with some paper and then flush them down the toilet. That's so cruel. I know. I'm sorry, but I don't like them at all, and I don't want them to get stinky on me if I try to throw them outside. I don't like them. And it's funny, my husband Jake, he'll tease me because I'll do spiders all day long. Don't care about spiders, but you give me a stink bug and I'm like, huh, yuck, gross, gross. So now I'm just kind of going randomly through the lines. I'm still leaving a little bit of white though. And I'm going to go from the top to the bottom again in these areas that have more white than not. And then I'm going to flip her around. Yeah, see, I tried throwing them outside because my front door is right there, but they kept jumping off or flying in my face, or ugh, it was terrible. So now they just go down the toilet. It's closer than the front door. And then I give the birds bird food. Ooh, no. Centipedes are a no. That's a no. Oh my gosh, you guys will laugh at me. I don't like ants either. I really don't like ants. And I found a big, like, probably like that big red ant. It was at least a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch long. Red ant, and it was crawling on my monitor. It came like from the back side of the monitor to the front. And So I killed it naturally. And then today, Jake's gonna kill me. Today I went out to the shed and I got the ant killer stuff. And so my house, so like my house is like this. My office, I've got 2 windows here and I've got a window here. This is my office, just right on the back corner of the house. I went and I used a Jake's gonna kill me. I used a bag, like a whole bag. It's supposed to cover like 8,000 square feet. I used a whole bag and I just put a barrier of ant killer all along there. It's like this thick along the side of my house. Because I was like, they're not coming in. I don't want them coming in. My son was like, Mom, I think you're only supposed to use a little bit. And I'm like, I don't care. I want them all dead. So my husband's probably going to be like, you used the whole bag? Yep. Yes, I did. The whole bag. Oh my gosh. I'm crying now. I gotta wipe off my tears. I'm crying. But yeah, that border's like, well, it's at least 6 to 7 inches wide. I mean, like I made a moat of ant killer. You can tell I was not playing around. So I'm just putting some my darkest color in there because that's going to be dark since her bangs come forward. But I'm still going to put a little bit of highlight in here, or dark low lights. And I'm not putting a whole lot in her hair, just enough to bring some stuff forward and making sure that I get like, I'm one of those kids that had to color the entire page when I was coloring. So I don't tend to leave things white. Just so you guys know that if you want to leave white, feel free. I don't have anything against it. It's just my brain just won't let me. And I'm putting that contrast color, just a line of this dark contrast right behind her bangs to bring the bangs forward, and then right on top of her pony right here to bring this part forward so her ponytail will really look like it's behind. And we're just going to do a little bit here. And I'm going to turn it around because she's going to have more contrast coming from the back, obviously, since my son is going towards her face. So just putting a little extra contrast back here. And then I'm leaving a little bit, but I'll get that with the E21. I'm leaving a little bit of light in certain places. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some up here. Yeah, Megan, I'll take a picture of my trench for you and I'll text it to you. You'll laugh. Although you may scold me because there's supposed to be a flower bed right there, but since there's no flowers, I'm not worried about it. Ooh, those one-flowers that you had, your 2 bazillions starts of, those would look cute next to the house. You might have to teach me how to do that. So now I'm just kind of smoothing everything out. And getting all the white bits because my brain can't handle the white bits of her hair. And this is with the E21. There, I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. There we go. Let's see, what color eyes should I give her? Meadow has blue eyes. Should I give her blue eyes? And then her shoes, her little shoes. I'm thinking just white shoes, like use the E triple on her, or quad on her shoes. And just do white shoes. Emma says blue eyes. Hi, Emma. Let's see, they would, just don't put them out there when it's, yeah. And my side of the house gets sun all daggum day, like all day. So let's see. Blue, blue, blue eyes. So I'm gonna use B000, B01, and B04, and C, where's my C0? Here we go. So I know 3 colors for eyes. I'm insane. Or 4 colors actually. But what we're going to do is we're going to start out with my B04. And you know what? Nah, I'll do it after. So her eye right here, this is supposed to be the white of her eye. It's just not connected. So right here, and that one is dry. So we will use the B05 instead. So B05, we're just going to put a little bit right underneath that black part, because that black part is supposed to be the shadow underneath your eyelid. So we're just going to put some B05 right there. And then we're going to pull it down just ever so slightly with the B01. So we're getting to like the 3/4 of the way down. And then we're going to use B000 to finish it out. And we'll just blend it all together. Now the C0 is for the actual shadow of the eye. So we'll take it and just pull it all the way over. And then same with this part. And you can use, I've also used C1 when my C0 can't be found. So you can do that as well. Then I have my black Sharpie because I like it to be black, and let's face it, Memento ink, while it says black tuxedo, it really is not all that dark. So I'm just gonna go, I have to take my glasses off for this, sorry guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go over, because these black lines right here are actually her eyelashes. So her eyebrow is like all the way up here. So that's actually her eyelashes. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a white. Well, I might take a white. There we go. Yes, it's going to work, hopefully. And I'm just going to put those shine lines back in her eyes. Put one down here at the bottom. Give her a little sparkle. And then give her a little shine line in her eyes. There we go. Maybe this one wasn't the one to do. Good gravy. It's being a pill. And then we gotta do all the little sparkles. Because you know we gotta have sparkles. I don't know what it is about a white gel pen and sparkles, why they work, and it makes everything look so magical. I really don't. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do these white too. Why not? Oh, I forgot to do her little blinkers and stuff. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and use R17 for that. Whoops, wrong end. Do her little breaks. And her little blinkers. There we go. Okay, so she is all done. I don't think I missed anything this time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut her out really fast. So you guys will have to tell me in the comments. I don't know if all of you are in our friends group, but I did put a poll in there the other day. We are playing, it's not a definite. We are just, I've had a couple of friends of mine that own stamp companies that say we need dies for our stamps. And I am kind of a die cut or a die hard fussy cutter. So I don't tend to use, if I like a stamp set, I will just buy it. But I know there's some people out there that will not buy a stamp set if there is no die to go with it. And while we do offer the SVGs to cut out with your brother, scanning cuts, I know some people who have like Cricuts, because Cricut will corrupt files that are not their own. And granted, that is just what I've been told. I don't know for sure because me and Cricut do not have a relationship. I tried to have a relationship, but it was more of a no love, all hate relationship. So I have a Silhouette. I feel like Silhouette and Cricut are kind of like the old, if you guys are old enough, the PC versus the Mac. You know, either you're a PC person or you're a Mac person. And I feel that's kind of the same. So, but I've heard that it will corrupt the files, which kind of stinks. So how many of you would be more willing to buy a stamp set if it had a die cut to go with it? see. Almost done. Did Emma like her blue eyes? Here we go. There we go. She is all done. All done. Okay, so now I need a drink. And then I'm going to throw this away really fast. She said, check, then yes. Thank you, Miss Emma. So in the book, so if you guys aren't familiar with it, let me go ahead and zoom out now, especially since I'm going to be doing a card. That can go away as well. So I thought I would do number 64. There's no little sample here for number 64, but I really liked the way that it looked. This is in our Inspired by the Sketch, our spiral bound. I really love the spiral bound is something that I wanted. I get a lot of books that have the, you know, the binding, the original binding, and you always have to break the binding, and I just thought it'd be nice to be able to flip the page so that you can just stay on that page. But this is our new book. It's in the store if you want to go ahead and grab it. And I'm so excited because they are going fast, which is really nice. So I had this paper picked out, but I'm not really feeling this today. So let me grab, because I want to do this one. So I want to put her, I don't think I want to put her on that paper. Whoa! As my paper just escapes from me. I might use the stencil, but I don't know if the stencil, I don't know. Do you think, Emma, do you think the stencil would go with this card, with this sketch? What do you think? Should I do it? I feel like the planes are more for the toadies. So let's see. I might just have to put her on some regular white cardstock or some other cardstock and emboss that. Maybe I will. I wonder, it's actually the perfect size to emboss that plane. Although the plane would cover it. Sorry, you guys didn't see what I was doing. I was taking Meadow's little thing and putting it over the embossed little deal. But there was another one that I said would go well with this, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was just the flowers. I think would go really cute with this, which is our Spring Breeze stencil. We actually have so many stencils. I love them. But let's see. I definitely want this piece in there because I made it to where it would match her scooter. Emma votes no. Yeah, I'm with you, Emma. I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. But this piece, I think I just want it to be like either one of these two squares or this square. Emma, do you use Mom's, because Mom has this digital, because this comes digital too. Do you have Mom's, do you ever use the sketches? Let's see. I'm liking the clouds. I do like the clouds. But I don't like it for a background. Or for, like, right directly behind her. Let's see. And I have to use the Vespas because, well, I love the Vespas. I can't not use the Vespas. I think this would be cute. I could use the cameras too. Let me just cut some paper and let's see what scraps Meadow left in here for me. She left some scraps in here. So I can always try the scraps as well. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? We have some blue. If we put that there, and let's see, I have a circle. It's probably not going to be the circle that I use, but it's a circle. It gets me started at least. Oh, actually, it's kind of a perfect circle. That works. Okay. And then, ooh, okay, maybe I am going to be using the blue. Let's see. No. That's a no. That's a big no. What if that would be cute, and then let's see, instead I will just go ahead and bring that all the way down and then do a little one. That would be cute. And then I could also, she's got her little camera, so I could color the camera and pop that right there. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. She has not yet, but she's going to. The sketches are helping me right now take the extra thinking work out of the cards. It's really helpful once I got one card finished. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I'm glad you're going to take part in the April sketch. I kind of like that too. I'm getting sidetracked. Too many things. But I love them. I love them, love them, love them. So I'm going to leave that out. Okay. I need to get my paper cutter so we can put this baby together. Here we go. Okay, put that over there. Probably shouldn't have tossed out that scratch paper, but now that I'm going to do the camera, but that's okay. Not a problem. I don't think I like this right here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and grab some Distress ink and at least do the edges. I think that would look better. Or I think I might is like a big might, have some paper right here. Oh, I do. I have some paper that will match. Look at that. What do you think? What do you think? I think it's pretty. Meadow would say, we need to write this down. Mama likes pink paper, but to me this is coral, so it doesn't count. It looks more coral to me. Okay, let me get my paper cutter. And get some white cardstock. Here we go. So we'll move that aside so you guys can still kind of see the sketch for a second until I cover it up with the paper cutter. Let's see, I'm just wondering what size circle that is, and do I really want to get the big shot out? Do I really want to? Looks like I'm gonna have to, you guys. So I really wasn't expecting to cut anything out today, but is what it is. Because what if we put the white circle down and then put that down. And this is textured. I don't know if you guys can see the texture on there. And then put that as another circle on the inside. Maybe get some stitches going with a circle, stitch circle die. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, I don't want this to be short, or I don't want this to be 5.5 by 8.5, but I don't have my big paper cutter out, and I don't want to pull it out. So I'm just going to fold this in half so I can use my little baby cutter. And now I can have this going the way that I want it to go. There we go. And now I have my card front that goes this way, and it's already folded. How nice. So we need our card base, and then I'm going to use this blue. And this is most of the paper I use is either Stampin' Up! Or it's Basil. And this is Vibrant Blue from Basil, and it's textured too. I love textured paper. Like, I love textured paper. I don't feel the need, because when it's just plain with no texture, I almost feel the need like I have to dry emboss it. I have to do something to it in order to make it look nice. What do you guys think? Are you guys the same way? You're okay. It doesn't matter if you're late. Oh, you ordered the kit. Nice. I'm excited. What's your name, sweetie, so I don't have to call you M1326? So, let's see. We're going to put the blue here. And this is all the stuff we're working with the kit. And don't worry about late, because you can always watch the replay. All we did was color her anyways and talk about how my sound is kind of staticky today. I'm really sorry. We are going to figure it out by the next time we go. So this one I'm going to cut at 5 1/8 by, you know what, I just cut this wrong. Darn it. So this one, because this is 5 1/4 by 4, and I want my clouds to go up and down like this. So this is going to be 3 7/8. I like my 8s. Sorry, everybody. By 5 1/8. There we go. Saved that. There we go. Nice little. I like to have a border, but I like it to be just a little border. So now, see, and this didn't call for. This is one of the things I love about sketches. It gets your mojo going, but you don't have to stay directly with the sketch, because like I'm putting this, if I followed this exactly, this would be my card base right here. But I want some layers. So we're going to layer this on here. And now I'm going to go ahead and work on this layer, which I believe we said was going to be this, the wee little Vespas. Let's see, put those over there. And I'm going to make this. So I think what I'm going to do, because this looks like it's 2 smaller pieces, and I wanted to use this, and I wanted to use this, but I also like the green, but I only want like a touch of the green on there. So I think I'm going to make this come all the way down. So if this was 3 7/8 wide and it's 5 1/8, I think I'm going to have it come down. Let me see, because we're going to be using this circle. Yeah. Maybe that much. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. did you already get the kit? When did you order the kit? I'm confused. Did you already order the kit and now you want to subscribe, or I'm confused. I'm sorry. So, and then 3 7/8. Let's see. This on here is just slightly smaller than our circle. So I'm going to go ahead and make this, I'm just going to make it 3 1/2. So this is now 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. That will go there. And then this is going to be 3 3/8. Oh, wait, no. Which one? 2 1/2 mac and cheese. 2 1/2. So this is going to be 2 3/8. I'm going to measure this again just in case. I'm thinking about the kit. So, and then 4 3/4. So this is going to be 4 5/8. That should fit. Yep. Okay, so we're going to put it there. Just like this. And then we want to go ahead and do this piece, because this is going to go here. You guys can't even see what I'm doing because it's behind that circle on my face. Sorry about that. So that'll go there. And then we also have the little belly band that goes across. So I'm just going to cut this down to 1 1/2. By, I'll do by 4 1/4. And we can put that, go there. There we go. Cute. I'm liking it so far. And then, let's see, or should I make that just like a pink? What should I do? Should I make this piece just pink or just blue instead of the green? See what's on the other side. The other side is, I don't want it to be too busy. That's my thing. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try this out really fast. I'm going to put that there. And I know I'm not going to use the piece with the line, with the words, don't worry. Kind of just blends in, but I do kind of like it better. So I'll have to cut that piece. And then this piece, I only want it a little bit, like maybe half of this. So we'll do it, we'll do 1 1/4 wide. There we go. And then I will go ahead and just make it a little bit longer. We'll go ahead and go with 2. And then I will give this, should I give it the blue? No. I feel like this is going to need a piece of black for that border. And I don't want to, so I'm just going to go ahead and, because you're not going to see the very top of this because it's going to be hidden, and I've been trying to use these darn scrappy circles for I don't even know how long. That was 1 1/4, so I'm going to go ahead and make it just like that. And I'm down a scrappy circle. We did a Halloween retreat. I think it wasn't last year. I think it was the year before last. Meadow went crazy. But she was just on a roll. She wasn't thinking. We were watching cartoons. And she cut a massive amount of black circles. So I have been trying to use all of these black circles for, yeah, I can't even tell you how long. Right? One less circle. It makes me happy. Like, super happy. Let's see. There we go. Just cut that bit off. That way I can use that scrap. So now I just have to get out the big shot. So let me, oh gosh, and we're going to be cutting circles. How funny is that? We got rid of one circle, but now we're bringing back a circle. So let me go ahead and grab my big shot and my dies. Put that away. And let's see, here they are right on top. Isn't that nice? So nice. And I think I'm going to grab this little flag too. And I'm going to grab this piece. Okay. I love my little portable big shot. Just so you all know, I love it to bits. Because it's so nice. Hey there, Rebecca. How are you? You just found me live. You did. I'm glad you made it. Here, let me zoom out a little bit. How are you doing today, Rebecca? So, I need this piece. We're going to cut out some circles. We just got rid of the circle. Now we're going to cut more circles. Meadow would laugh, Megan. Here we go. So, go in there. Be nice. Let me see if this one will actually fit. Or if it's going to be too small. I just want to cut it because it's got the stitches. So maybe it'll just go through because it's the exact size. It just doesn't have the stitches. And I want the stitches because, let's face it, stitches are awesome. Okay. Fingers crossed. Let's see, let's see. Oh, look at, aw, man, it didn't work. Oh, well, I got lots of scraps around here. So, because it got cut off a little bit. That's okay. Let's see, my scraps are actually right here. Here we go. Just grab one out. And we'll cut the circle. Let's see. I'm glad you're doing good, Rebecca. You know, we have lots of people on here. Where's everybody at? Because I know I'm in North Carolina. Megan's in North Carolina. Where's everybody at? I know my kids right now are, well, Meadow's at work sweating. Steven's about to go to work sweating because it's supposed to be 90 today. He's already crying. Let's see. Go ahead and do a small, whoops. My whole mat just went zoop. Let's see, go ahead and do another. I'm excited how this is coming out. See, and then we'll put that circle inside of there. Ooh. I just had an idea that I might like because that wasn't supposed to have layers right there. But I might have to put layers. I'm just saying. Let's see, and then I'm just going to grab this little flag. I'm going to cut this out now just in case I want to use it. Because I really like, you know, do you guys ever get that? Like, oh, I think I want to do this. So you cut it out and you may or may not use it. Okay. There. Just in case. I don't have to, but just in case. Oh, what a mess. My desk is a mess. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put this away because I don't have any room. Normally I just slide it to the end of my desk, but I do not have the room today. Too much stuff. Oh wait, Rebecca. Didn't you order you ordered the daisies paper, didn't you? 88 in Southern, wow. Isn't that warm for you? That seems a little warm for you in Southern Delaware. Or maybe I'm just wrong and I think that Delaware is kind of like a, you know, like your summers should be like 75, 80. But 88, wow. Maybe I'm mistaken. Sorry if I am. So, what I was thinking, so I know that I want this on this piece of black paper here. And up against my mat, I can't really see what I'm doing. There we go. Black on black really just does not mix. Okay, and then we want, oh, that's funny. I matched her little Vespa to this piece of paper and I'm not even using it. Goodness. Okay, just a thin little border here. There we go. And then I know I want the clouds to be on the blue. And again, just a thin, thin little border. Okay, so go like this, and then like this, and then, whoops, wrong side. This will go that way. And then we're supposed to have this piece here to go behind. But what if, that's too high. What if we took this, I guess I didn't make this long enough because this was supposed to go up there, but oh well. What if we took and went like, nope, nope, that's a nope, that's a nope, nope. Nope. Okay, it looks like it's going to go back here. I thought it would just be kind of fun to mix it up, you know, just separate those just slightly, but not with these two. I was not liking that. And then, plus the ebook version. Oh, that's right, you did get the ebook. So you have the ebook of what I'm using right now. So we're doing Sketch 64 if you need a sample when you have your ebook. So there's that. I really like it. And then maybe the little flag right here for the sentiment. Yeah, I think I like it. I like it. I like it. So there we go. Okay, now just to assemble the whole thing together. So, of course, I'm going to get my dots, my 3D foam out. And then, what else do I want to get out? Let's see. Ooh. So, these are some new dots. Megan, you've already seen these because you came to my house. So, but these are new dots that are coming out. Do you see these, Emma? Tell Mama you want them, okay? So, these crafty dots are new. I think I'm going to be using these too. Ooh, look, they match. That was not planned. Like, not planned at all. But, I think they're cute. So, let's go ahead and assemble. This one I'm going to go ahead and just lay straight down. Here we go. And then this one, let's see, what do I want to do? I want to pop it. Yep, I'm going to pop it. She said no. Oh, she said, ooh, I thought it said she said no at first. I'm like, Emma, don't say no, say yes. Tell Mama you need some. Emma, do you know I tried to get your mom to take a book home last week since she's on the design team? And she said no. Can you believe that? I thought that was very sweet, though. Very, very sweet. Let's see. There we go. 3D foam. Okay, so we're going to put this over to the side. If my hands would stop shaking, that would be amazing. Put that over to the side, and then we're going to pop this up just so that it has a little bit of depth so that it, you know, doesn't need to be running into this piece exactly. Let me put at least this piece down so I can position where I want this. There we go. And then this piece, I could just go like this and put a foam dot here and a foam dot here, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it. So I'm going to put, I know you said no thank you. I said I thought that was very sweet. I'm just a very, I don't know, I like to touch my books, like touch my book. I don't like, digitals are okay if I'm like trying to read in bed when everybody else is asleep or something, but I like to be able to flip through the pages. And I love the smell. So weird. I love the smell of paper, especially like fresh printed paper. I love the smell of paper. I'm a weirdo, but I embrace my weirdo because I think I'm a good weirdo. So we're going to put this in the middle. There we go. And then this is going to go on top. And yes, for those of you who are new to me, I love my 3D foam. I should probably take stock out in it or figure out how it's made. Something. I don't know, but I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love cards that pop up. I think I've only made a flat card like once or twice. I had a really hard time. You know, it's kind of like people who, I feel like people who make case cards, that's going to need another one. Like the clean and simple cards, they look so beautiful. I love them. But when I go to do it, it just doesn't work. It just does not work for me. But I love it when other people do it. I think it's because I just cannot resist putting like an embellishment, or I can't resist. Like I did a clean and simple card one time with our Just Batsy stamp set, and I did a fun, it was just the card base, and I did a fun little background with our ink splat stencil, and that was loads of fun. But of course I had to cut the Batsy out, and then I had to pop him up, of course, with some 3D foam. And then I just couldn't resist putting some little, actually I used these ones right here. I used these little black dots on it. So, yeah, it just, I failed that mission. So, I am in the right business, aren't I? Since I love my foam and I love my crafty dots. Okay. I'm just going to put 2 on her. Can you believe it? Just 2. Let go. Let go, let go, let go. Here we go. Ah. Now they're sticking to me. So we're going to put her right there. I love her. I love how this is coming out. Actually, it has the 3. So if you guys see the 3 dots or 2 dots, little dots like that, that means that I used, because all of these are from cards that I've done before or just cards that I have planned. But that's what these little dots are for, is, or these right here, is for like little crafty embellishments, but you don't have to put them. But that's what the little dots mean. And I think I'm going to use the blue ones. I really like the blue ones. So we're going to go that way. And we're just going to 1 in the middle and then 1 on each side. That one needs to move over just a little bit. There we go. There. Very fun. And then let's see, it has the sentiment down here, but since I'm using the flag, I'm going to go ahead and try and put it over here, or ooh, that would look cute too. Move that out of the way. So the sentiments I have: capture the memories, find joy in the journey, adventure is better with you, and ciao Bella. Or from the little toad set, it's every journey starts with a little hop. That might not work for that one. Life is an adventure, enjoy the ride. That might be too long because that would actually, yep, that would. But what if we got a little creative? Come on, come out. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a little fancy, as Meadow would say. Just make sure it's the right way. Let's see. Enjoy the ride. Life is an adventure. So we need to go to right here. Let's see if I can get this. I need some scrap paper just in case I don't. So I'm going to try it this way first. And I'm just going to do that part of the stamp. But I don't think I'm getting it very even as far as the ink goes. But I think I actually got it without even getting the other one. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. So we are going to go. Sorry if I'm getting my head in the way. Life is an adventure. And then I'm going to clean that one off. There they are. Because I forgot to get my chamois wet. So I'm just going to grab my baby wipes. There we go. Nice and clean. I'm going to stamp it off just to make sure it's dry though. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of it. Make sure I'm on the right side. There it is. Okay. I think I got, wow, that was really, I think that was really easy. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. That just means that it's handmade. There we go. Nice, because I think that works perfect with this one. And this sentiment was from the Toad Trips. There we go. Let's see. I should add them because they're pretty. Add what? Because they're, what did I say? What did I do? Here we go. So let's see. Go ahead and put that one back. And we'll put that one to the side. Put my block back. Because I'm running out of room, guys. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and put this on with some foam. I only need that piece. Here we go. Put that one on there. And you know what? I need to put this lid on. I'm going to stick my arm right in this ink, and then I'm not going to be able to get it off. That's going to be terrible. So go ahead and take these off. And I'm just going to, well, should I? Yep. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and double this up. Just because I want it, I think it'll look nicer if it's raised up a little bit higher than the circles. Here we go. Oh, it was the dots. Okay. I was like, what did I do? That's still, let me look. Oh, that's why. I didn't realize how many layers of dots I had up here. But I guess that will, this will have to do. Because I think you guys might think I'm really, truly crazy if I put 3 layers of dots on there. So, and then I will just go ahead and from the back side, snip this off. There we go. What do you guys think? Here, let me zoom in so you guys can see what I did. There we go. No, no, what did you do that for? That was rude. There we go. Let me, this might get a little jiggly. No, I guess she doesn't really want to focus in that much. Sorry. But the jiggles will stop. Okay. So there is the card that I did. And then here is the card that Meadow created, which is so cute. I love that her and I have different styles. I just think it's a lot of fun. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and put my stamps back in the paper. So, no, I won't. I'm going to set that aside. So, we were using, for anybody who has the book or is looking at getting the book, we use sketch number 64. So, this is the book. It's nice and spiral bound. That way you can just, and it's small enough to where you can leave it on your desk. So, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out really fast. That way everyone who joined us a little later can see the cards. And then these are the 2 stamp sets. Where did that paper go? So, this one comes with Chow Adventure and Toad Trip. It also comes with the Adventure Awaits pattern paper and the Around the World stencil. Here's the stencil. It's nice. These are 10, they're 10 thick, like 10 millimeters thick. So it's the really thick stuff, which I really like. I don't like the thin ones because it just, I get a little crazy with my brush. So if you buy just a one-off kit, as long as you buy today, then you will get this kit. It'll be 15% off, so it's $48.02 plus shipping. And you will get everything that you see here. If you subscribe today, you will also get this kit, and then it's a bi-monthly subscription. That way you have enough time to use. I'm really weird. I really like people to use the stuff that they buy. So I will always try and encourage you guys to use it, tag us, whatever, because I want to see your creations. But we do it bi-monthly. That way you do have enough time to use it before the next one comes. And also because, well, I don't want to break your pocketbook either. I mean, I don't know what anybody's financial situation is, but it's nice to just have a little breather to use what I've got before I buy something new. So, if you are a subscriber, if you want this kit and you want to subscribe for the bi-monthly, you'd have to do it by tonight by 11:59, April 15th. You would get 15% off of the retail price. You would get the little embellishment, which is just a nice little thank you every month for our subscribers. And you get 3 yards of the white organza. And if you watch the last live on the 1st, April 1st, that I did with the kit, I show you how to color the ribbon and stamp on the ribbon. And I love organza ribbon because there's so much you can do with it. But that's all in the other video. But you get 3 yards of the ribbon, and you get a 10% discount code for any non-subscription order. So, but your kit would be $42.36 plus the shipping. And then you also get, it's not shown here, I don't have one, they're all put away, and kits, we're getting the kits ready. So, but you get a little white Ziploc. And if you watch any of the team's videos, their unboxing videos, they're all in the playlist. Then you will get to see the Ziploc and everything. But the order window is from the 1st to the 15th. Today's the 15th. Your kit will ship out May 5th or sooner. We usually try to do sooner. And if we have the stuff in stock, then it'll usually go right when your payment goes through. It'll usually go out when your payment goes through, as long as we're not waiting on supplies from manufacturers. So here are the sets. So we used the sentiment from Life is an Adventure, Enjoy the Ride today. And then here's the 3 little toads and the airplane, a little map, a little wallet, the sun, a suitcase, and the little palm tree, which is cute. He has like a little purse or a fanny pack, but and then he has a camera and a little map, which I think is super cute. And then we also have the Ciao Bella, or Ciao Adventure. I was reading the sentiment, but the sentiment is Ciao Bella, find joy in the journey, capture the memories, adventure is better with you. And she's got a little GPS for her phone or her tablet, and then a little binocular, some flowers, which will also fit into the little basket here, and then her little purse. And we did leave room on the back so that you could put like her purse or her camera, maybe a little toad. I don't know if a toad will fit back there. Kind of, but not really. But so that you can put things on her seat. And she's got a camera and her little passport and stuff. So that way you can use those together, which Meadows, you can see that she used the toad trip, but she used the binoculars, the flowers, the little palm tree, and she put the passport and the little GPS right there on her card. So that, does anybody have any questions? I will go ahead and answer some questions while I'm putting all this together, or putting it all away, because I have a mess on my desk for sure. So, and then this is, I guess I didn't show you the paper, did I? You got, if you were here during, you got to see a little bit of the paper. But it comes, all of our paper, whether you have a kit or not, all of our paper comes with this 6x6 little storage sleeve. And then I have lots of scraps for my storage sleeve to hold. But this is the Adventure Awaits. It's 12 pieces of cardstock, or 24 pieces of pattern paper. It's 100 pounds. It is actually Copic friendly. The paper that it's printed on is actually the same exact paper that I colored her on, stamped and colored her on. This is 100 pound while this is 80 pound. That is the only difference. So the paper is Copic friendly. If it's black, it's also toner printed, so you can also foil it as well. But we have little cameras and little Polaroid pictures with some hearts, and then we have some light blue background with some pink hearts. We have some little clouds, and then airplanes with clouds and hearts. We have the dark bluish gray polka dots with a blue background. And then the other side is little planes. It says Jet Setter, has little suitcases, clouds, hearts, little globes on it. And then the green paper, it has on the back is little suitcases, cameras, little Polaroids, sunglasses, suitcase, globe, and little hearts. It says Wanderlust on there. And I like that green. It's kind of like I don't know, I'm not sure if that's plaid or what you would call that pattern. And then this one is just some globes with suitcases and hearts. And then we have dark green polka dots with a lighter green background. And then this is the same as the green, it's just a coral color. And then this is the one with the little Vespas on the back. It says sightseeing, sunglasses, Polaroids, camera, little hearts. But I love these little Vespas. It's so cute. That's my favorite paper. So there we go. That is the paper. So if you liked this video, if you liked my card, please consider giving me a thumbs up and ringing that bell so that more people will see it, and that way you'll get notified as well whenever we have another video, because I will be live again this Friday at 5. We are going to have some fun with shaker cards. And I know that everybody's like, oh, I know how to do shaker cards. But I do have a couple of tips that people always ask me with my shaker cards. So I want to make sure that I share them. And I was like, why don't I just do a whole video on shaker cards? Because that would be a lot of fun. So I will see you guys on Friday, this Friday, at 5 o'clock. Don't forget to ring that bell so that you'll get notified. And I will see you guys later. So I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time, and thank you for coming. Bye, everybody. See you later.